Hey guys, we are live, and I'm very excited, in a great mood today. Cool Girls Out. So go stream that. I'm very excited. I'm gonna start with the questions now. Are you excited to tour with Maroon 5 this fall? I'm very excited. I have met the boys a fair few times, and I'm really looking forward to just being on a bus for 6 weeks and get to play new material and yeah, travel around with my band who I love very much, and it's gonna be fun. All right, next one. I see a movie star in your personality. Can we expect to see you soon on the big screen? Well, I'm flattered, first of all, and not really any big feature films, but I have my own sort of movie project tied to my record that will be a big part of it later this fall. So excited to show you that. Let's see. There's a great wave of feminist singers from Sweden at the moment. Are you proud to be among them? Definitely proud to be a feminist. I think it's kind of weird to say that you're not, because it stands for equality. So I feel like it should be just a very certain thing for everyone. But yeah, I'm very also proud of a lot of my fellow Swedish artists that are all just speaking up and taking a stand, which is great. Are you going to do UK shows in the future? I will definitely do UK shows in the future. I am looking forward to get back on the road again. So, yes. Which of your recent collaborations with Flume, Nick Jonas, and Years and Years did you enjoy? Well, I enjoyed all of them. Otherwise, I wouldn't have done them. But yeah, it was all very different kinds of features. I've been a huge fan of Years and Years for a long time, like followed their journey sort of. And when they asked me to be part of Desire, which is like one of my favorite tracks of theirs, so it was just like, of course. Same with both Flume and Nick. It was very organic. They both reached out to me, and it's been really fun getting to perform with both of them. At Coachella, doing SNL with Nick, it's been like kind of big new moments for me thanks to these features. Next one, let's see. Are your songs based on your own experiences? Yes. I think, well, most of you who've listened to my music knows that all of my lyrics are very personal to me. It's all my life, my stories, my thoughts. It becomes the music and the writing is kind of my outlet for whatever is kind of hard to talk about. I write about instead. Are you doing any more collaborations in the future? Who is your dream collaborator? There will be a few fun collaborations on my record, and I always love collaborating with people. So it just depends on, it comes down to timing. Most of it, you wish there was like more than 24 hours in a day so you can work with all the people you want. One of my dream collaborations is still Sia. I think she's amazing writer, amazing artist. I have tons of respect for her. So fingers crossed that will happen one day. Here Sheham Muhammad asks me, how are you? I'm doing really well. I'm excited to finally release new music. How are you? Let's see. I'm sorry I don't know how to pronounce your last name. Aral Sitlox. Sorry if that's wrong. Tove Lo, when is your birthday? My birthday is October 29th. So I'm a Scorpio, which you can see here. Not giving you a nip slip, but you have my Scorpio tattoo right there. Martha Monastery. Nice hair. Thank you very much. I just went blonde a few months ago. Feeling good. The fringe is kind of freaking me out because it takes a lot of maintenance, but usually just curls up in a little ball here in the middle when I don't have anyone taking care of it for me. But today it looks good. Not thanks to me. All right, Lucas Farb Orth. What is it like to work with Nick Jonas? To work with Nick Jonas has been really amazing. We known each other for a few years since we're on the same label, and we met in New York a few years ago. And we always talked about making something together, and we became good friends on the Jingle Ball tour last year in the States. And when he asked me to be on close, he sent me the song, and I just really fell in love with it and could relate to it. So, I mean, he's so experienced and has done this his whole life. So it's been a really good, like, just inspiration. It's been really fun to, and great opportunity for me to be able to do all these cool shows with him. And yeah, it's been great. He's a really cool guy. Chris Amels. I feel like I'm mispronouncing all your names, guys. I'm sorry. I'm Swedish. I'm going to blame it on that. What is Cool Girl about? Cool Girl is about sort of, you know, the way that we play this game a lot of the time where it's weird how, like, the person who shows the least amount of emotion or is the least emotional in a relationship, somehow they hold the power, or that means like you're in control of the relationship, because it's like if you're not invested emotionally, it's like you're in control. And I think that's really kind of weird and sad when really, like, so you do that kind of power play back and forth, and no one really wants it. We all just want, like, you know, real, full, deep love, and still we end up playing these games. Not only relationships, I think just all around in our society, and that's really sad. It should be like powerful. It is powerful to show your actual emotions and your feelings, and I want to encourage that. And this song, I guess I'm twisting it in a way that I'm being pretty sarcastic in the whole song. Hopefully that shows. Igor Campos, do you like Sarah Larson? I do. I really, really think she's an amazing girl. She's very outspoken. She speaks her mind. She's great values. She's feminist, and she's very talented. I'm really rooting for her, obviously. And I know she's going to do great in life. Cecilia Dosio, plans for tour? Yes. Well, since I'm just releasing Cool Girl now, first single. Tour is definitely coming. It's very loosely planned right now, but next year I'll be all over the place. So look out for me. Ashley Crawford. I think I said that right. What's your favorite movie? I love everything Tarantino. I think Reservoir Dogs, Pulp Fiction are the two that comes to mind right now, but I love everything that he's done. And also love Juno. Juno is one of my big favorites. Ashley Crawford again. What inspired Cool Girl? Well, like I said before, it was kind of just me thinking about that weird kind of relationship games that we play, the kind of power play between just the colder you are, the more power you gain in the relationship. And I think that's kind of a twisted way to do things, and still we all kind of do it. Nobody wants to, so why? Okay, I'm gonna try this. Banashe to Bayan Greg, how long did you have to sit for your Jack of Jill tattoo to be finished, and what inspired you to get that done? Well, I can't really show it now because then I have to get naked. I don't think I'm allowed to here. But it's a girl on a bee sitting right here, and it's actually a painting by Mark Ryden, who is one of my favorite artists, painters, and it's inspired from, like, my first band was called Tremblebee, and it was just kind of like alternative musicians rock. It was kind of hard to play and hard to listen to, but it was a lot of fun. It was, the first band you're in is very special, so it was kind of just like a reminder of that. I did it about like 6 years ago now. Crazy. Rishav Charles, how many tattoos have you got? I've got 3 tattoos. I have the Scorpio here, the girl in the bee right here, and then I have this burning heart here that is really beautiful. But then someone pointed out to me that if you cover the eye, it looks like a butt farting fire, which is also kind of amazing, really. So I'm just going to have to live with that for the rest of my life, but that's fine. Okay, Sheila May. In capital letters, Tove, what's your favorite tattoo? I think on myself, it's the girl on the bee. On somebody else, I love any sort of really detailed, like black and white shadow, like animal tattoo. I think I want to get like a lynx on my hand as my next tattoo project. Probably gonna make my dad cry again, but he'll get over it. Okay, Ayan Gorbati, what is your favorite artist at the moment? I have many, but I'm really in love with Kiara. Her song Gold or Tennessee, I think that's just really beautiful, beautiful songs. And also my dear friends Broods that just released their album. I think they're absolutely amazing. And yeah, two top ones. Roy Seufert. So, what advice can you give to people who struggle with sadness / low self confidence? I love you so much. Well, thank you for that. It's very sweet. I love you too. I would say dare to talk about it, because usually when you feel low, you're sad or depressed, you think that you feel really lonely, like you're the only one who has those feelings, and you feel like, because for some reason it's become very not okay to talk about anything that's on the darker side of your feelings, or it's almost like it's so important to keep the surface going, and like that you just like act happy or you make everyone uncomfortable, but that's really not the case. Mostly if you reach out to someone and tell them how you're feeling, most of the time you get similar response back, that you get compassion, and that some people really share your emotions. So I think really try and find someone that you trust to talk to about it. Ashley Crawford, hey girl. Do you read often? If so, what's your favorite book? I do read from time to time. Usually when I go on tour, I read a lot because you spend a lot of hours on the bus. I just finished reading a book called The Power of Now, which is I don't know if it's my favorite book, but it taught me a lot about just how to think, or actually not think about your plans or your life, and just be very present. A favorite book of mine is called The Dice Man, which is a very kind of controversial book that is about a man who starts to play dice about everything in his life, and he's a therapist, and it goes way out of hand. But it's a very interesting book about the mind, really, human mind. Amir Ahmad. What's your favorite horror movie of all time? I'm not really into horror movies, but I think one that's like stuck with me and still gives me nightmares is The Ring. I thought that was I think because I was kind of young watching it, or I came home when my brother and his friends were sitting watching, and I like walking just in like the worst scene you could ever, like the scariest one. I just like freaked out and had to watch it. They forced me, actually. They held me down and forced me to watch it. But that still gives me nightmares. Mark Dickinson, biggest musical influence growing up. Well, I kind of found music on my own. I would say, like, artist-wise, it went pretty quickly from like these Swedish artists to like Spice Girls to Nirvana. So it's like a weird kind of path there. But I think it was my aunt on my mom's side, my mom's sister, who was very like into singing, and she like kind of kept that interest going for me when I was younger. But no one in my family really is, plays music, or I'm the only one. But yeah, I think once I really started like fully like choosing to listen on my own, it was Nirvana and Silverchair and Hole, and like kind of grungy, dark stuff, raw stuff. Here we go, Ashley. When you have time off, what do you like to do? I don't have a lot of time off, and I think I realized this the other day. Someone asked me like, "What's your hobby? Like, what do you do when you're not making music?" And I was like, "I don't know what time are you talking about?" Usually when I have downtime, I still just write music. But I've discovered a new thing that I love to do, which is adult coloring books, which does not mean porny pictures, just that it's kind of maybe it just says that it's for grown-ups, so it feels more okay to draw in them. But I love it. It's really relaxing for the mind, and kind of if I'm not hanging out with my friends, then I'll be coloring in my book or writing songs. Chris, what is the best part about being an artist? The best part is Oh, there's so much that's really amazing about it. To be able to express my music and be creative exactly the way that I want to. I think I'm very lucky in that. I don't think all artists have that luxury. So I'm very happy about that you guys really connect with me and my music, because that's what makes it possible. And touring, being on the road, I love that. I love living out of a suitcase. You're very present and in the moment. And yeah, I've just been very lucky with the people I have around me. Yeah, it's really an amazing feeling to meet some of you fans, and to see that I've somehow affected your life, or like touched you in a way that made you want to come to my show and sing along to my lyrics. And yeah, means everything. Was the cookie from the cover tasty? It was really tasty. I actually had like 4 of them. So that was my breakfast, and I wasn't feeling that good after it. Actually, I got like the biggest sugar rush. But I love donuts. Actually, that's a lie. I don't really love donuts, but those donuts were really good. Kyla Lee. Advice for aspiring artists. I would say don't give up and focus on the creative side more than you focus on the meeting the right people at the right time. That will always, especially with today, you can get your music seen and heard kind of in a lot of places, put up wherever you feel like you want to share it. And I think that, like, share your creativeness. Don't stay locked in your little dungeon by yourself. But I think definitely, even if you, I got so many no's, and people were like, you're not an artist enough or whatever. There was all these opinions. People always have opinion about you, but I think you should just, if you really believe in yourself and if you love doing it, just keep doing it. Keep doing what you love. Yeah. Let's see. What was it like to work with Ollie Alexander? Bet he was a sweetheart. Yes, actually, he really was. So he is. No, I think all those guys are just really amazing. He's a great writer. I'm obviously a very huge fan of them. I was very honored to be on that record with them on Desire. And I actually heard it in the cab here in London the other day, and it was really. It's huge. It's like, I remember him saying like, oh, whatever you want to change, if there's anything you want to do. And I was like, it's the perfect song. I don't want to. But yeah, it was a really great process, and I'd love to work with him again for sure. Hello, Savannah. Who is your idol? Who is my idol? Do I have one? I mean, it's weird like that. I think I have a lot of inspirations, but I think that I would say Sia is an idol of mine, because she's the way that she's chosen to portray herself in like her songs. I relate to it so much, and I think her voice is absolutely magical, and she sings with so much desperation and emotion, and that's what I want to do as well. So I would definitely say her. Tareem, did your vocal surgery change you as a singer? Thank you for that question. Yes, it definitely did. I take better care of myself now, take better care of my voice. And I also realized, it took a while for me after the surgery, to like build my voice back. And it was very, a lot softer, a lot weaker in the beginning, because it's like it's like you're working out a new muscle again, like, getting it stronger. And I think that now, now I feel like it's fully back. I'm fully confident in it again. But it was, I realized how much it was stressing me out before the surgery. Like, I was denying how much it was actually affecting me, because I was so excited about everything that was going on. So I think now I'm just really making sure that, it's the one thing I have that makes everything of this possible. So I'm going to take care of it. Yes, thank you. That was the last question of this live Q&A. Great to talk to you guys. I hope to see you soon. And please listen to Cool Girl, dance away, and give each other love. Bye.